Hello and welcome to yet another interesting package of the program. News Tips is a news and current affairs live interactive program that focuses on issues bordering on the policies of government with a view to having your own contribution on the issue or a number of issues. This morning we shall cast our mind back to happenings on the border Bonny Road, which commenced with successive administrations with little or no headway. According to observers, the border Bonny Road was actually started in Border over a decade ago, with this bridge currently stretching to about 80 meters in length to the sea before it was abandoned. However, the present administration under President Muhammadu Buhari flagged off the construction of the same road measuring 37 kilometers on October 12 last year. Since then, Nigerians have talked about the economic and social benefits of the road when completed. On News Tips this morning, we shall be looking at the conception of that project, the economic and social benefits of the project, and the politics surrounding the non-completion of this all-important road. To discuss with me, I have a federal lawmaker representing Bonny Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives. I will introduce him much later. Before we bring the federal lawmaker on board, don't forget this is a live program that you can call and make your contribution via the numbers displayed on your screen in course of this show. Don't forget the rules: no hate speech, no name calling. Please also tune down the volume on your TV set so we can discuss freely. Stay tuned. My name is Ndu Ajie. We go on a short break now. When we come back, we take more of your calls. Remember, we are discussing on the border Bonny Road. So far, so what? Stay tuned. Back to the studios of River State Television, Channel 22 here in Port Harcourt. We've been talking about the Bonny Border Road. So far, so what? This project was flagged up to 12th of October last year by the Vice President representing the President, Muhammadu Buhari, to fast-track the development of that area. Now, many Nigerians have discussed about this, and then they found the social and economic benefit of this all-important project, but many have criticized. But whatever be the case, what are we looking at Bonny Border? I have with me a federal lawmaker and the lawmaker representing Degema Bonny Federal Constituency in the Federal House of Representatives. I have with me Honorable Amopu Senebo Brown, Randolph Ewa Brown. He's here with me to discuss this issue. Of course, you know that this has direct bearing on his own constituency. Amopu Senebo, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
This is the second time you're appearing on this show, and we are discussing this issue that is directly, under your own jurisdiction. How do you look at this road?
Well, thank you very much. We believe that if the road comes on street, it will have a lot of impact on the socio-economic life of the country. Not necessarily Bonny, because Bonny today as it is an international community, because we have people from all varied walks of life who are living and working in Bonny, but we are landlocked.
Okay. Now, but talking about this Bonny Border Road, so far, so what? How can you answer that question?
Well, so far, we are believing that it will soon be soon. We are aware that the road was conceptualized over 40 years ago, about 40 years ago, specifically in 1973, by the Alfred SP administration, taking into consideration the viability of Bonny Kingdom. But it's unfortunate that life was brought to it about 12 years ago when President Olusegun Obasanjo awarded a contract of about 40 billion naira to an Italian company. Unfortunately, it was improperly funded until President Jonathan, with the intervention of the king of Bonny and his chiefs, on a courtesy call, President Jonathan assured them and they now canceled the project, the former contractors, and re-awarded it to Julius Berger in 2014 at a cost of 120 billion naira. So that is so far so good, so far so well, and so far so far. But we are believing that it will come to a conclusion very soon if the government are truly honest to themselves.
Okay, now, when last did you travel to Bonny through that road?
The road is nowhere to be found yet, so we cannot travel to Bonny through that road. We still use our normal water route.
Okay, but from your own assessment, because it's directly under your constituency, from your own assessment, what is happening there now?
Julius Berger is preparing for mobilization. Julius Berger, the contract has been awarded. This was officially signed and flagged off, but they are working towards mobilization. That is the word, that is the much. We are told that contracts have been awarded for the clearing.
Okay.
But they can mobilize until basic compensations of those whose houses will be affected are paid by the Federal Ministry of Works. And that is where we are. We are waiting for them to start the payment of compensation for Julius Berger to go into site with their contractors.
Okay. Between October 12th last year and now, we are talking about pretty 6 months, or, 5 to 6 months. Why would it take so long to compensate those? Because we are curious to, have this project started because its economic and social benefit is overwhelming. It cannot be overemphasized, believe you or not, because the Bonny, as you earlier explained, is hosting a lot of multinationals.
A lot of multinationals. The NLNG, which is the highest federal government investment.
Fine.
We have the biggest oil export terminal in Africa in Bonny.
Okay.
We have also Mobile export terminal in Bonny. We have Chevron presence in Bonny, with a lot of other ancillary industries that are located there.
And then this all-important road is being, is going on a snail speed and all that.
Despite the fact that NLNG, about 3-4 years ago, agreed to bankroll, about 4 years ago, agreed to pay 60 billion of the money.
Okay.
And their cash is ready. But they are waiting for the government to bring their own counterpart funding. And I am aware that in 2017 budget, there is an appropriation of about 7 billion to that project, and we are working on the 2018 budget. Now, and there is going to be a good appropriation for it too. Okay.
Now, as a federal lawmaker, what is your own contribution to this all-important project in the House?
Well, to be precise, in March, I brought up a motion why this road should be given urgent importance. And the House passed the motion. And in June, last year still, the Senate passed a similar resolution. That was why adequate provision was made, about 7 billion naira was made in the 2017 Appropriation Act.
Okay, now this is 2018.
This is 2018.
How has the 7 billion naira been, allocated
it is not only the 7 billion naira. LNG is supposed to bring a similar amount to the project,
which you said is ready.
Yeah, LNG fund is ready,
okay.
And they are driving it. They are pushing it because the road is so important to them. It will reduce the operational cost by not less than 70%.
Okay. Now, can I be right if I say that such money, if ready, can now be used to make the compensation because because of the priority?
No, the government the Federal Ministry of Works there are some one item that they run on their own.
Okay.
And they are running that of the compensation and all the rest of them. LNG, Julius Berger is to design and construct.
Okay. Now, do you think the delay in this, process, or the kind of digidalem, is it? Can you liken it to maybe politics or what?
Well, I will not totally say it's politics. I am here to conclude that it's politics.
Okay.
I'm here to conclude it's politics.
Yeah.
Maybe there may be some one or two logistics. You know, the bureaucracy in government, it can stall a lot of things. But be that as it may, we are working. I have moved a motion in the House also, and there is a resolution of the House that NLNG should take over the entire funding of the project with some tax incentive, as it is done in other places and in other states of the Federation.
Okay. And how do you look at that?
I've written a letter to the Minister of Finance, to the Minister of National Development, and copied NLNG, because there is a concession. A similar thing has been done in Lagos State. There was a tax concession to Dangote to build and repair the Liverpool Road, most of the roads around the Apapa ports and the Apapa area. The contract was signed last year, and we are also demanding that the federal government give some concession to NLNG, because there is a provision where anybody that is interested in public infrastructure should be given such concession, in that they will use their money to build that infrastructure, and with time they will be deducting it from their tax. So that is what we are demanding. That is what the House has passed a resolution, and we believe that the federal government this year should be able to take advantage of it, because I believe LNG had the capacity, and I believe too they will be willing, because in between 1999 to 2015, LNG had a revenue of over $90 billion for an investment of $15.6 billion. And federal government had a dividend of about $15.3 billion also, while other shareholders had gotten about $16 billion from the investment. In 2015 alone, there were payouts. In July, $412.6 billion was paid out to the federal government as part of their dividend, and in December they paid out over $400 million.
Dollars or naira?
412.6 billion naira paid out in July, but about over $400 million paid out in December to the federal government.
And when we are talking about this project being awarded 120 billion naira, and then just in 1 year alone, the federal government now,
I think it's accumulated dividend paid out to the federal government.
But just this road will take 120 billion naira
in 3 years.
In 3 years. Why won't they just pay maybe first tranche now, their own counterpart funding? Is it why
well,
is it?
I will not go about the funding, but my primary concern is that, taking into consideration the paucity of fund, as it is being said, but we know that there are loans that are already been taken and for infrastructural development. So if they use part of that loan, the road will be built. But taking into consideration some certain factors, if NLA takes up the project, it will do us more good. So I am agitating that NLA should take over the road, and federal government should give them tax concession, a tax rebate for them to take up the road.
All right. Well, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, we continue with the discussion. Bonny Border Road, so far so what? And I've been discussing with Honorable Randolph Iwo Brown on this issue, and he's representing the Bonny Degema Federal Constituency in the Federal House of Representatives. We are talking about the Bonny Border Road, so far so what? Since the flag off of this all-important project by the Vice President of Nigeria, Yemi Osinbajo, October 12 last year, what has happened? Why is it being delayed? Why has the compensation not yet paid? Why has the federal government not pushed their own counterpart funding, even when the NLNG has done all that? These questions or more that will be coming your way we've been discussed by the federal lawmaker representing Degema Bonny Federal Constituency, Randolph Iwo Brown. And I've been discussing with him this while, and we need your calls. Just tell us what you understand or how you feel about that road, because we know a cross-section of Nigerians earlier before now had talked about this road, the importance, the economic benefit, and all of that. 08133877353, 0909267614. These are the numbers to call. You can send us an SMS on the numbers that we scroll on your screen. Call us and then share your view. Bonny Border Road. So far, so what? And before now, I've been discussing with the federal lawmaker representing Degema Bonny Constituency, the Federal House of Reps. Let's hear from this caller. Just go straight to your point. Your name. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm very, very happy for the program. It's a pleasure to be part.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, Honorable, you are greeting.
Yeah.
Yes, go
good
ahead.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Please, I will help you to use your honorable office for the government, just for their tenure, to make sure this work is concluded.
That's right.
Thank you. Thank you
very much.
If you are able to do that, it is pretty good record for your day, forever.
That's right.
Thank you very much. We will try our very best.
Yeah, forget about parties, other APC, but for your own sake, for your respect, for the office that God has put you, you fight anything you can do, provided it should be a record for your best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You didn't tell us your name.
I am Mr. Arabora.
Okay. Thank you very much, Arabo.
I'm a musician, the rapper.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we quite appreciate your contribution. Hello, good morning. Hello, please turn down the volume. Okay, fine. You call us back if you can. 090902676114. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay. We've lost that call. Just call us back and then if you can, and let's go straight to the point. Hello, good morning. Hello? 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 Bonny Border Road. So far, so what? Since the flag off 2012 by the Vice President Yemi Oshibajo, please call us and share your view. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. We are with you.
Hello?
Sorry, maybe you need to call us back. The network is bad there. All right. Okay, Honorable, well, let's just go back to the studio and then ask one of the last caller trying to encourage you to use your good offices as a federal lawmaker to influence the government, even though you are PDP and the government in power is APC. You just use your legislative powers to influence that project, that your name will be written in gold. This is the advice of this guy. But before you react to that, let's just take this call. Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry. Please do not flash. We are talking about a very serious issue. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
I want to talk about the project that the federal government decided on. Why ceremony? As the lawman has already put there since 1973.
Yes.
That is, this project has been there up to today.
Yes.
The federal government has been making yearly budget of this. What happened to the amount involved?
Okay.
So I want to add on that.
Yes. What amount? What happens to the amount involved? First, it was awarded for 40 billion naira. Now the other time they now awarded it for 120 billion. What happened to all this money? Very well. Yes. You have any other question?
Yeah. The question is that what is where the government now gets money in this particular position? Why did they overlook it up in this period?
Okay.
To the nation.
Very well. Thank you so much. We quite appreciate. There are two questions there. My guest in the studio will take there, but let's just take more calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. Okay, sorry. Let's take from here. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Kudos to Honorable Landon.
Okay. Your name?
Solomon Sunday calling from Port.
All right, Solomon Sunday.
Thank you.
He's greeting you.
Thank you.
Honorable. Yeah. Go ahead. Just raise your volume a little so we can hear you.
Thank you very much, my Honorable.
Thank you very much.
Energy Bonny rightly mentioned. You spoken so about one aspect that you mentioned that has to do with the political will. I don't want to subscribe to it. I will not agree with you on that. Every element of that project has a political undertone. Just 2 days ago, it has $1 billion. The president approved for insecurity in the north. We have the village here in the Niger Delta, specifically the Ogulu. $1 billion cannot be approved. Even when that money has been approved, $200 million stretched over a five-year period of time. 1 year, 200 million cannot be released. And you want to tell me that this is like you rightly mentioned, LNG has the capacity to fund that project. For crying out loud, for how many years the people of Niger Delta have been waiting for that bridge to LNG? You have stated the process emanating from LNG to the federal government. Put it side by side. The states in the northeast there that are having this $1 billion, what
Have
is
they
their contribution to the
contributed?
federal account?
Exactly.
And yes, you are smart and I'm watching at you. These are the things that people, when you go here, like I see that's why I like dinner. You say the truth, you die. You lie, you die. It is better you say the truth and
Die.
because God will help you, you will not die.
Amen.
Tell this truth. The LNG Bonny road, the LNG road, the federal government should come and do that road for us.
Okay.
Or else, the tax issue that you are saying that Dangote is enjoying now, should also be given to LNG.
Thank
When
you.
they do that road, federal government will not fund their tax. Look at what is happening now at the Apapa District. Everything seems to be working well there. The Apapa District, Canal land is here. Yes, our funds are here, nothing is happening.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Another one, they just, and yeah, nothing is happening.
Thank you, Sunday. Thank you, sir. You've made your point. You've made your point.
My brother, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's really unfortunate and a matter of deep regret. Honestly, it's a matter of deep regret. But I can assure you, put in our very best for you to see the light of the day. We are leaving no stone unturned. The Rivers Caucus in the National Assembly leaving no stone unturned. Our colleagues are on the same page with us on this issue, and that is why anytime we bring up motion pertaining to such a thing, it has an easy passage and resolution. We don't need to make noise much about it, but we will do the necessary advocacy, and that is what we are doing, and this is part of it, to tell the whole world what we are passing through. We've had, look at Bonny for example, we have the highest federal government investment and nothing to show for it. No lights, no water, no road by the federal government, and they are making us so dry. It is unfortunate. We are not resting on our oars. Okay. We'll continue to agitate, we'll continue to advocate, we'll continue to fight for it. I can assure you that the Rivers State National Assembly are leaving no stone unturned. It is a simple matter. Federal government give tax concession to NLNG. And the Minister of Finance had written to me, to my office, that they are on it. I don't know how long it took them to conclude that of Dangote and the Liverpool Road and other roads in Lagos. But it is taking them almost 1 year after I had written that letter for them to approve. We will continue to push, we will continue to press. But one thing is that, like it is said, the first time the federal government were not funding the project, they spent only about 19 billion out of the over 40 billion.
Okay.
And they did about 19% of the job.
Okay.
The contractor will pay about 40% of the cost but he did only 90% of the job. But where everybody is on it, Bonny Kingdom is on it, the board of people are on it, we the politicians and the traditional authority are on it. The Bonny chiefs are sitting over this issue on a daily basis, and they are giving us maximum support and encouragement, and we are deriving our strength from the will of the people, and we'll be able to tell the government what the people want, because Bonny is not a place that they will joke with. For LNG to come out to take 50% of the funding, it means a lot, and we are not going to allow this issue to just pass us by. Okay. I can assure you that we will try our very best.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from this caller. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, let's hear from the other line. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Honorable.
Thank you. Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, I'm calling from Bonny.
Okay.
My name is Nkoneme.
Okay, Nkoneme from Bonny.
Sorry, I've not been to Bonny before, but I know that the federal government plans to do Bonny Road. Then now you are telling us now that nothing has been done, and somebody who is an APC called Dakuku, Honorable Dakuku, he was on air telling everybody that federal government has started the road, that the road has gone far.
No, the honorable here did not say nothing has been done. Get him right.
Honorable,
that is not what he said.
Honorable says government has not released money. You understand?
Anyway, he will react to that. He's here.
And that says the work has gone far, including the cleanup. I'm not talking about the cleanup. So who are we to believe? I don't know.
Very well.
Well,
So let him
You
react.
say you are talking from Bonny. How far has the cleanup gone?
Nothing has been done.
Fine. Number one, that is, you've answered me, and you're saying that they are saying that the cleanup has gone far. I have given you statistics of how the conceptualization of the road and where they are today. When a contract was awarded for about 40 billion and about 19 billion paid, amount of money paid is about 40% of the total fund. When the contract was cancelled by the President Jonathan's regime and given to Julius Berger on design and construction for 120 billion naira, which had been done, but contract had been signed for about 7 months. But I can tell you that there is no mobilization in Bonny, and one of the reasons from my investigation is that they have not paid the required compensation to the affected people. And I am from Bonny. I was in Bonny. I came in from Bonny yesterday, but I am aware too that contract has been given for the clearing. Contract has been awarded for the clearing, but those contractors are not mobilized to site because the bill one that is supposed to be handled by the Federal Ministry of Works had not been handled, and they cannot go to site without those basic preliminaries being done.
So they should not be coming on air to lie.
No, who should not be coming on air to lie?
Dakuku.
Very well. So thank you so much.
Thank you
You
very much.
have the right to also call Dakuku to order. Thank you so much, because we have someone who is directly involved in that process. Thank you so much for your contribution. Let's hear from this caller. Hello, good morning. Hello? Yeah, good morning. Hello? Okay, let's hear from this other line. Hello, good morning. Morning. Please tune down the volume on that TV set. Yeah, we can manage to hear you. Your name?
You said that this polling has been going for 14 cases now, right?
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Wisdom. I'm calling from Kobe.
Okay, Wisdom. Go ahead with your contribution. Yeah, we can hear you. Sorry. Wisdom, maybe you need to call us back if you can. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. This is Thank
Okay, thank God. Thank God, where are you calling us from? Hello, thank God. All right, so maybe you need to call us back. Network is bad. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. All right, let's hear from this caller. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Sorry. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Sorry, do not flash. This is a very serious program. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Your name?
My name is Emma.
Emmanuel from Port Harcourt. Yes. Bonny Border Road. So far, so what? What is your contribution? Hello, Emma. Hello, Emmanuel. Okay, fine. Now, Honorable, in course of your explanations here, you talked about your synergy with your colleagues in the Federal House of Representatives and the Senate, in fact, the National Assembly. What is the Rivers Caucus doing? From Federal House of Reps to the Senate, is there any synergy between, because
total synergy.
We have APC, we have PDP.
Total synergy. Right. When we move the motion, the entire caucus signed for it. They are co-sponsors.
Okay.
Yes, they are co-sponsors.
No matter the party.
It's not issue of party. This is something that is affecting the fundamentals of our state.
Okay.
And our priority is to defend the state, no matter your party divide. So at least in the House of Rep, the entire Rivers Caucus will work together.
Okay.
Not minding their party affiliation.
Okay, fine.
Because the interest of the state is more important than our own parochial interest.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
I've not been Bonny before.
So what happened?
So I'll be there today.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I want to ask, huh? Why is it
Sorry, you have a network problem. Maybe you need to call us on the other line, 09090267614. Leave that line.
I am getting you.
Okay, fine. So talk to us.
Why is it every time protest happens to each other? The government and the policy.
Okay.
One person happens to talk, they will do it perfectly. There will not be pressure, there will not be any obstruction. Why?
Okay.
Why is it
Very well. We love that question. This question is in tandem with the previous caller who said there is political undertone on this, because he's saying that anytime there is a federal project affecting the East, that it was.
Yes, I agree to an extent, but it is not over until it's over. We continue to advocate. It's more of advocacy. And today, by the grace of God, the Rivers Caucus in National Assembly are united, and we are working in synergy for the benefit of our people. We are not going to be intimidated by whatever thing that everyone. So we are not going to. I'm not going to start crying that they are discriminating against us. But the onus is on us to fight.
Okay. And
it is a fight that we are fighting. I'm not going to console myself that they are doing this or doing that to me. Yes, I agree totally that they've not had the political will to do what they expected to do.
Okay.
But we'll continue to fight, we'll continue to agitate, we'll continue to advocate. At least a lot of people in National Assembly had sympathy to our plight. Okay. Because we've been able to bring, you see the governor bringing a lot of people, a lot of nations to the state for them to see how the state is. Exactly. The more that we are doing.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
We are also attracting a lot of our people, National Assembly members, during oversight function to come to the state. I have been opportune to go to the creeks with some members of the National Assembly. Okay. And it is a thing, it's unfortunate that we are where we are. So there are a lot of means which we are working with to appeal to their conscience. Okay. And you can see a lot of them sympathizing with us.
Okay. Now, those that are sympathizing with us, and you said you've written a letter to the Minister of Finance to be able to,
Minister of National Planning, Minister of
National Planning
and Finance.
And Finance. You're talking
even
about
to Minister of Works. The
okay.
Minister of Finance responded to my letter.
Okay, the other two hasn't.
They've not responded.
Okay, fine. Now, what are those people sympathizing with you in the National Assembly? What are they doing? They should impress on them.
That is why the resolution was unanimous. When the two motions I moved about the Bonny Border Road in the House of Rep, it was unanimous. No dissension, no more this thing, no more talk about it. Okay. That of the Senate too, it was unanimous. Okay. That means they have sympathy for the people.
All right. So they should impress on the members of Executive Council to do the needful.
Everybody has its limit. Our own is to make laws. They are to execute it, and the judiciary to interpret the law.
But even at that,
you see, it's by way of oversight function. For example, you find out that the 2018 budget is being delayed. Why? Because we are insisting that the federal government should implement at least 50 to 70% of the capital project. As at the first week of December, they've only implemented only about 15% of the capital project. And if they don't release money for the capital project, how will the economy grow? That is the issue. The only is on them, because budget is projected expenditure, and the appropriation have been made. They borrowed money like the Sukugo Fund and all the rest of them. That is where we say, why are they not giving us priority?
Okay.
The only is on them. We can impress on them. We've impressed on them by making resolutions. So the notice to executive. So it is the government, the APC government in the executive, that are not giving us the required priority in the affairs of things that are affecting the Niger Delta.
Okay. Now, okay. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay. All right. Hello, good morning. Hello? Right. Hello, good morning. Hello? Sorry, we cannot hear you. You need to call us back, please. Morning, but you cannot. Just call us back. Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning. Morning. Call us back, please. Hello, good morning. Yes. No, call. Go ahead with your discussion. Hello. Hello. This is RSTV. Hello. Okay, sorry. We have an SMS here that when will it be ready? This Bonny Border Road. Too much delay. Why? And the guy, when she wrote it with all amount of seriousness. So, why is this delay? Why is this delay? You had explained. We can't go back to that now. Let's move forward. Let's hear from this caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
The government should be very careful on their decision, because the other time Dangote was supposed to do something here, the refinery they took to pay us now. They can complain to us that they did so. Now, how many meters is going to be the Bonny Road that they cannot embark on it?
Okay.
Why are you telling us lies when you don't want to do something in the Niger Delta area? Now you cut off Bonny from the land. You don't consider the security risk. They only have it. And yet there's a road they can pass. And that is where the road is coming from.
Okay.
In other words, what the government is saying that they are cutting us here for federal government that we cannot get allocation from their guys to what they are saying. What we start misunderstanding it. We don't have one. Because we have human beings, we have wisdom, we have reasoning. We can listen.
Okay.
As I'm speaking to you, I'm a youth from Bodo.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Yes.
This is too bad. After you will tell people that militants, or if they come out to hinder your work, ask beggars. They are advised, they are not doing work. Ask them how many youths have been stopped them there.
Okay.
After come and look for a TV.
Very well.
That should have been doing this thing.
Very well.
They will say election come. The change the APC talk about, is it the one we see in future or during their regime? The change, is it change for good or change for bad? When will this change be implemented? They are more than 4 years old here now. What are we saying?
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much.
Quite my brother, let me add to what you are saying. You are aware that sometimes early this year, the Minister of Works invited some of the traditional authority or interest group in all the clusters the road is passing through, and tried to give us a subtle threat of disturbance, like you were saying, and I took them to task. Julius Berger had lived in Bonny for over 30 years. They have been working in Bonny and nobody had picked a stone against them. And if there is such a problem, do they report to the community leaders? Do they report to the police, either Bonny or where their houses are built in Finima or in Bori, where we have area command, or the state police commissioner, or even to the state government that they are having such a job? But you see,
such
challenges, they never did. But the minister, in order to paint us black, in order to portray us in a very bad light, said he's going to withdraw the road, which I told them it is not possible. Fund had been appropriated for, and if he does it, it's an impeachable offense, and we'll carry out the necessary thing to protect ourselves.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from the last caller. Hello, good morning. Morning. You may be the last caller, please.
I want to ask whether this not is going to I will be from government to government, from government to government. Because that's what we're doing in the hospital with motion.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Our wisdom.
Huh? Okay, wisdom from Obibo. Okay, Oyibo. Very well. Thank you so much, wisdom.
This question.
The things. So listen. Let me just say, government is only playing politics with that road. They should show sincerity for people to take them seriously. This is coming from Godwin, calling from Port Harcourt. Let's hear from the last caller. Hello, good morning. So that you now conclude. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I'm calling from Bonny Island.
Okay, your name?
I'm Edward Hart.
Okay, Edward Hart, calling from Bonny Island.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just go straight to your point. Thank you.
LNG can handle this project, sir.
Okay.
I don't know why they're playing this project. Let them handle this project for LNG to that end.
Okay.
Please, that is what I want.
That is what we are advocating. You are aware that I've written to NLNG, I've written to the government that let them give it to NLNG on a tax concession basis, because it is allowed, and it has been stated by the federal government that any organization or person that involves himself in public infrastructure will be given a tax concession. So we are really working on it, and we believe that it's going to work. And another issue is that let the federal government cooperate with the state government. Because of political reason, they are cutting off the entire state government, and you cannot come and be doing a project in a state and the governor is not involved, the governor is not aware, the government is not involved about it. Because as I yesterday night, I was with the commissioner for works, Doom Deco, and we discussed the issue, because this road is my blood, is my flesh, is everything to me.
Okay.
So anywhere I go, I mention it. And he is also complaining that the federal government, so we'll carry out an advocacy. There is no way they can do any of those things without the state government being involved.
Thank you so much. This is News Tips on River State Television. This is the much we can take on this program. And you know that this program is a live interactive program which you need to talk with us via telephone numbers. But we need to go because the news at 11 is standing by. We thank so much the Honorable member representing Degema Bonny Federal Constituency in the Federal House of Representatives, Honorable Randolph Iwo Brown. Thank you so much for coming. We thank all of our callers. We couldn't take all your calls. Please, just hang on. By Friday next week, we shall be discussing other issues. Thank you so much. I thank my crew here. I thank the News and Current Affairs Department and Christian, who is live streaming this program. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you. See you next week.